That is Body Stella. Everything going off the screen here. Hey, let's just play this background music. Body Stella, Seiken Densetsu 3 Moonlight Dance OC Remix. OCRemix.org. Another good one. Very EDM-ish and whatnot. More house or whatever. But we're not here to critique the music. We're here to talk about Seiken Densetsu 3, aka Trials of Mana. The demo is out on Steam. And so, this is something that I was surprised when I found out that this was even happening. But once I did, I was like, I'm getting this game. Seiken Densetsu 3 was one of those guilty pleasure games that anybody who has ever followed JRPGs is... helps if this thing's on the mic all the way. But it's one of those, I call it guilty pleasure games, because if you're in the West, if you know anything about this game or you've ever played it before, you probably either read Japanese or you played it on an emulator. Because there's been a fan translation of this real sequel to Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo for years. Seiken Densetsu 3 came out at the very end of the Super Nintendo's life cycle, and basically PlayStation was taking off and it was deemed never worth bringing to the West for whatever reason. Didn't stop fans of JRPGs from really from eventually translating the game and seeing how awesome it was as a Super Nintendo RPG that never made it over here. So, Chrono Trigger did. Seiken Densetsu 3, unfortunately, did not. Until now, there's been a revamp or a remake, and the demo is now on Steam, and that is what we're going to check out. So, once that's up and running, we can shut down Winamp. I'm going to be off in the corner this time. Hello! So I went to fire this up. I was like, should I play this the normal way first, or should I stream it first? But controllers at the ready. We are not playing this game with a keyboard and mouse. Let's fire it up, and let's shut down the music for now. Hope this doesn't break the stream or anything. I have it set to run in a window, so I already tested this once. It'll load, and then there we go. But I lost my mouse until I used the window key to get it back. Now this is interesting because I haven't done this yet with OBS, but I'm actually going to try to see if I can play the game through OBS and see if I don't have too much input lag. So this is the demo for Trials of Mana. Let's check this sucker out. As in the full version, you may choose a main character and 2 companions from any of the 6 options. You can transfer your save data from the demo into the full version. You can only level up to level 7 in the demo. You'll only be able to play the beginning of the story. So what, we get to Meridian Child and then that's that? Should be good for some content either way. The game also autosaves. Duh, what game doesn't these days? Come on now. So let's get to it here. When the world was shrouded in darkness. The goddess of Mana drew forth the Sword of Mana to smite the 8 Benevodons, monsters of destruction. Doesn't Benev usually mean good, like benevolent? I don't know. She sealed the horrors inside the 8 Mana Stones, bringing the realm back from the brink. Weak from rebuilding the world, the goddess changed into a tree and fell fast asleep for years. However, the forces of evil sought to free the Benevodons to gain control of the world. They started a terrible war to further their plot and destabilize the kingdoms. Peace was at an end. Peace is a lie. There is... Oh wait, wrong game. Mana itself began to disappear from the world, and the mana tree to wither. What is the four goddesses of Hyrule? The orchestral redos of some of this music is pretty awesome, too. Well, this is a pretty dramatic opening. What's this supposed to represent, anyways? Oh, yeah. Trying to look like the original SNES opener here. Trials of Mana. There we go. So this is about as far as I got before I decided to stream this instead of playing it the regular way. That's always a question. Do you stream something like this or do you play the norm? Okay, now let's get into this.
Trials of Mana.
That's a different voice than the last time I fired this up. I wonder if they have one of the main characters voiced it every single time you start the game. There we go, 1995, 2019, 2020. Let's see what we have to play with here. Gotta be playing this in a window, so it's OBS compatible, and I'm not getting any input lag playing this through OBS. So the window is actually underneath OBS. So here's what's cool, though. So if you liked the original, you can actually change the music back to the original MIDIs. We're gonna do the remake first. I got a feeling that, given the kind of game that this is, we're probably gonna be able to do multiple playthroughs of the demo and just kind of sample a little bit of what this game has to offer. So, keyboard, mouse, controls. I hope well, obviously, if it detects the controller, you should be good. We'll do 720p 60. It's not gonna be anywhere near that because of the la internet around here. But let's go. New game. Love the Meridian Child intro here. This game's soundtrack is an absolute classic, and that's why it's been OC remixed so many times. Not as much as the games that got a Western release, though. So, Xbox controllers at the ready. Can I play this with a thumbstick? Oh, look. Difficulty settings. Has no bearing on the story. I'll just do normal mode. See if I try not to get clobbered too many times. Oh, there's going to be load bars down there. Who cares if I cover up a load bar? And here we go. See, one of the things I like about this game is that it actually has a lot of parallels to what MMOs eventually became. You have multiple characters that represent basically character classes. And which ones you pick determine where you start, what you're doing throughout a lot of the story, as well as who the final boss and the final dungeon is going to be. So the replayability in this game was just wild. And of course, since I'm familiar with this game, I already know Duran's the fighter paladin kind of guy, Angela is the mage, Kevin is the monk / werewolf. Some of my ESO characters are slightly inspired by these characters as well, but we just haven't gotten around to them yet. Charlotte, the cleric, the healer, Hawkeye, the thief, and her name was Lisa in the fan translation, but it's Reese here. And she's basically the Valkyrie paladin type who fights mostly and also buffs all over the place. So, for this one, let's just send the fellas in first.
I'm a soldier from Volsena. The name's Duran.
Right. Duran, Hawkeye, and Kevin.
Kevin! That's me!
And yeah, they really cartooned this up, didn't
My
they?
name's Hawkeye, renowned thief from Navarre.
Yep. We can probably go through this a bazillion times, so we'll start with these three because they're the ones I'm most familiar with in terms of just keeping it simple with Melee. You start getting the casters involved. Now you got to start, well, at least if this game picks up where the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom version left off. If you bring the casters,
Duran, hey, you're up. Pull yourself together.
it's an old school RPG, so no auto-regenerating resources, unless that doesn't happen in this remake. Who knows? So you have to carry supplies if you bring a lot of casters.
Sword Mastery Tournament Youth Division. Combatants, forward.
Yeah, this is very much picking up.
I'll break you like a dry noodle.
This is very much picking up where.
I dare you.
This is very much picking up where the Dragon Warrior cartoons made
About time I took
left
you
off.
down a peg, Bruiser.
All right, so it is kind of like Mario. Mario 64. B is the weak attack, huh? Oh, that's not B. I'm doing this like it's Super Nintendo. I gotta do more like an NES control. Well, no, this can't be like an NES controller because I've got B as the jump button. That's X.
Almost done. I can do this.
Ah, that's right, yeah. This is based on an Xbox controller, though, not the SNES controller. So... Whoops. Dodge rolls! I'm familiar with that, at least. So how do you use special moves if the game's this hack and slash? Y is the power attack. Hit the enemy with a single strong blow. I knew they'd squeeze in a tutorial in the opening part of all this. Press and hold Y for a charge attack. Collect particles to increase your CS gauge. Press and hold the left bumper and X. Class strike. Oh, that's the special move. Not bad, actually.
I forfeit! I forfeit!
Keep in mind, this is the Secret of Mana series we're talking about here.
Hold your weapons. We have our new champion, Duran. You've come far in your training, lad.
Duran, soldier from Volsena, kingdom of the plains.
The
His
Fighter
father,
Kingdom.
Loki, the Golden Knight and friend to the hero king Richard, went missing when the young soldier was but a child. His mother succumbed to sickness and grief, leaving him and his younger sister Wendy to their Aunt Stella. Like his father before him, the boy could not deny the pull of the blade. From a young age, he outshone all other swordsmen, and eventually came to be in service to the king himself.
Nice. This is Secret of Mana type stuff we're talking about, so action RPG. Kinda, sorta, but not really Zelda. If you've played the game on SNES, then you know what I'm talking about.
Man, I'm beat.
Hang in there. The next shift is on its way. I'll do one more round in the meantime.
He's wearing a helmet, not a Darth Vader mask. Video games.
Papa, where are you going?
Off to slay some dragons. The fearsome beast known as the Dragon Lord is the strongest of its kind. But don't worry. His Highness and I won't lose. Now, take care of your mother and sister while I'm gone. Understood, son?
I will. Bye-bye.
Madam, your husband, Loki, he took a blow meant for me, causing both him and the Dragon Lord to fall into the depths of an abyss. My men and I searched the area for a week, but to no avail. We could not find Loki.
I see. He fulfilled his duties as the Golden Knight until the very end. I'm sure that's what he would have wanted.
Simone, my lady.
Oh, Stella.
How could you let your illness go untreated for so long, Simone?
If Loki knew I was ill, he would have neglected his duties for my sake. I just couldn't hold him back like that.
You're both such fools.
Stella, my children.
Do not fret, Simone. I will take care of them as if they were my own.
You have my thanks.
Simone?
Just let the cutscene do the talking until it's over. Hey, wake up, slacker. You're on duty, remember?
Shouldn't be sleeping on the job.
That's right. You're only guarding a kingdom. Oh, here we go.
Come on, don't give in. What happened here? Huh? What's that?
So those cutscenes and the way they look really gets me wondering about selecting the music at the beginning. So could you really take an experience where you have these graphics of today with wavetable MIDIs from the 90s? I don't know how well that would go together. The soundtrack's pretty awesome. All that changes is the instruments. So let's see how much interacting with silver mana statues to save your game. Gold mana statues to restore HP MP as well as save your game. You can also save your progress at an inn. Yep, I remember that from the Secret of Mana on the SNES, actually. So this is a makeshift inn, then. Let's save there. We're just going to use one save for the various playthroughs. So if we come back and do things with different characters to check out the rest of the content in the demo, we'll just use a different section for that. Still can't get over a game like this having a jump button. Does that mean I have to platform to get to what's-his-face? Oh, here we go.
Halt! Who are you?
You are sharper than you look.
What's so funny?
The fact that you are considered the best fighter in this miserable castle. I think it's time I show you how powerless you really are.
And here we go. RPG archetype, fighter versus mage. Headstrong fighter gets owned by some kind of wizard.
An old fool would entrust the security of the castle to a child. Oh, my apologies. You work for the king, do you not?
What? Don't you dare insult His Majesty!
There have been plenty of WoW duels that have gone something like this. Blizzard, buff warriors! Mages, just freeze them and run away and blow them up!
Now the finishing blow!
Someone infiltrated the castle! Find them!
Huh. Seems you'll live another day. No matter. If all the king can boast is soldiers of your caliber, we can take this kingdom
what was that?
anytime we choose.
A hillbilly wizard? If all the king can boast is soldiers of your caliber. The stories are different depending on who you start with. So,
last night, an unknown wizard managed to penetrate our defenses. The soldiers on duty were no match for him. Duran was the only survivor.
Witnesses say the man was wearing a red cloak. It has to be that Altanish cur, the Crimson Wizard.
You mean Altana sent a spy? No honor among the lot of them. We should mount a full-scale attack on their forces before they sneak in again. Who's with me?
Right! Hold! There is no definitive proof that Altana sent the intruder. nor would they have reason to attack our kingdom in the first place. We cannot act rashly. Whoever attacked last night got past our defenses and some of our best soldiers. If we act hastily, we could fall into our enemy's trap. First, we must strengthen the castle's defenses and increase the guard. Then we shall send our own spies into Altanish territory.
Yes, sir.
But why would the true queen of Altena attack Valsena of all places?
Valsena, Altena, tomato, fighters, mages, martial ability, magical ability. Sounds kind of RPG-ish.
Curses. Curse it all.
Hey! Your wounds haven't healed yet. You should be in bed, silly.
Red, whatever, just... Just let him.
Are you listening to me? Stop whining and listen! I hate you!
Wait a minute.
Wendy! Wait.
This is a bar. That's a kid in a bar. What? Okay, so we're back. Now we can play the game again, right? Oh, good. No friendly fire in the game. What's the talk button? Oh, okay, the other one. So if I want to see something similar to this, all I'd have to do is basically start the story with Angela, because Angela is basically the opposite of Duran. He's the fighter, she's the wizard. Story's not exactly a parallel, though. Use dash to change your traveling speed. He has 4 MP, even though he's a fighter. Foreshadowing.
Whining, huh? Walk around town might clear my head some.
This kind of reminds me of a cross between Dragon Warrior and Grandia here. But again, it is a 3D remake. The soundtrack is definitely faithful to the original, though. Yeah, perhaps you should go home tonight. Indeed. Is there anything indicating where this guy's home is? Obviously, you can't leave town. So, okay, typical RPG town with only 5 houses. Big bustling kingdom, only 5 houses. See, what is the coin thing here? The issue I have here, quite bluntly, is that normally when I used to get games like this back in the day, I would actually read the instruction manual so I'd know a little bit about what to do, because they actually had stuff in there back then besides just the controls. Is this his house? As opposed to these blind runs today. Explore the surrounding town. How can we rest easy when Castle Valsena itself was assaulted? I should ask the fortune teller. Isn't that how you save your game in this series? Go home. Does that mean this guy has a barracks in the... No, he doesn't. Ah, okay. Mini-map, of course. So if we head towards the star, I'm guessing. That's all the town services. What, are you going to sleep in the inn or something? See, the guy says I should go home. See, the guy says that I should go home. And, here we go. That old fortune teller was right. I must go back for more guidance. Head to the fortune teller. Okay, now this is getting like questing in an MMO or something. completed the leg of the quest, and now we're gonna go somewhere else. Actually, this might have been part of the story in the original game. It's been a very long time since I played it. Very long time. We're talking decades here. Well, let's at least make it look interesting.
Welcome, young man. This shop is for reading fortunes. Your pinched face tells me you have a lot on your mind, son.
My what?
What?
People's lives are 99% destiny. But the rest of your future is always shaped by your will. It is up to you to decide. We call that final 1% hope.
Come now. Anyone can see you bear a great burden. Let this old bird set you on the right path.
Well, yeah, he bears a great burden. Look at that hair. It's gotta be really heavy. And he's got a helmet on top of that.
Fortunes? Why would I trust my fate to something like that? All I believe in is strength. But I'll listen to what you have to say if you tell me how to become more powerful.
Manners, you oaf! No need for rudeness. To become more powerful, you must head to Holy City Wendell. The Priest of Light can teach you how to switch your class.
My class?
Poking the fourth wall.
Listen. Even a clueless fighter like yourself can eventually change to a better class. Now get out of my shop.
Oh yeah, because fighters are always stupid in RPGs. Uh-huh. They're nothing but lunkheads that swing swords and like, I hit something.
Switching classes, huh? It means I can defeat that crimson jerk. I'll do anything.
You know what? Maybe there was some rose-tinted goggles.
See what all this fuss is about.
So, an RPG character is aware of changing their class, which in Duran's case goes from fighter to either, paladin type or duelist type, depending on whether you do offense or defense. It's a light and dark path. Not exactly Star Wars, but it's based on like offense versus defense or one element of the character class versus the other. There seems to be so much of what MMOs eventually became in this game. Not just the stuff I mentioned earlier, but the amount of metagaming as well. I mean, we have an RPG character who's aware of needing to change their class. I mean, maybe I shouldn't play this again. It might get me rethinking that this classic might have actually been foreshadowing of some of the uglier things that would eventually happen in RPGs. Like all the metagaming, for example. Nobody can ever get wrapped up in a story anymore. They always say, well, I gotta min-max this, I gotta min-max that. I gotta contribute to my raid team and stuff. Get ready for your journey, which means what? We use the inn? There's no map in here. Oh, let's go this way. Just follow the golden coin. Here we go.
That lousy, conniving, murderous Crimson Wizard is dead meat. I won't let him get away. Not again. I won't come back until he's finished. I won't.
So, as part of all of this, I should probably mention... Nah, let's leave that for some other time.
Sorry, Wendy. Stella. I really am.
Wait!
Aunt Stella.
Here. I know you already have a bronze sword, but take this instead.
What's the metal? Bronze is kind of soft.
This is the sword your father used when he was a young man. Back in the day, he even won the tournament with it, against the young king himself.
Oh.
Now be off. I'll explain the situation to Wendy, don't worry. be sure to stop by the castle to see the king before you leave. He's waiting to hear from you.
Is that the end of the cutscene?
Does he know?
Don't be silly. He knew your father. Of course, the son of Loki would want to travel the world. I, too, knew this day would come. I've raised you as if you were my own son, after all.
Thanks, Aunt Stella. I'll be back. I promise.
So just like in the beginnings of the ESO DLCs and expansions and stuff, a lot of exhibitions going on, and a lot of explaining the lore is going on, so it's a little slow to start.
I see you're planning a journey, Duran.
Your Majesty! Forgive me. It was my weakness that allowed the enemy to escape so easily. I wish to atone for my mistakes. I cannot forgive the wizard for what he did. For the first time in my life, I was utterly powerless. He not only defeated me, he insulted you, my king! He must pay for this. I do not plan to return home until he has answered for these crimes. I cannot.
Acknowledged. You have my blessing on your journey.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
His resolve is truly admirable. I'd feared that perhaps he was raised too proud, but I see that he is just like his father at that age.
So something I mentioned, but I started to mention earlier, is that with the new controls and the 3D and everything, it's probably good to try the game for the first time with some melee characters to get used to the controls. And then, bring out the squishy casters later. So, hence Duran, Kevin, and Hawkeye. And Duran, of course, being the most straightforward with just a sword and that's it. Then there's probably another cutscene for this too, because and there's another loading screen too. Access the map with that button, check your current locations, etc. Mulbear Moors. I think this was called something else in the fan translation, but I recognize the music. Travel through Mulbear Moors. Can you smash open barrels? Oh, come on! Have these developers never played any Zelda games? Actually, those would be vases if it was Zelda. How about over here? Oh, wait. I stand corrected. Epic fail. I earned that one. You can't break anything open. Hey, look, a vase. What? Didn't these people ever play Zelda? Yeah, and I smashed open a vase. What's this? Lumina time under. What is that? Advance the time? Obtained unwide one item. What? Oh, okay. Now this is looking familiar. You won. Okay, this is resembling the series that it's based on. Except there's jumping now. Nice little element of hack and slash to it. Okay, another vase. Smash! I actually think that's actually some kind of potion or something. And of course, this is a great place to practice your fighting, beating up these Ravites. How the heck do you say that? Anything to not call them rabbits, huh? Because rabbits would make them seem too cute. Beware wild mole bears. Yeah. What was the power attack? Power attack was right next door. Let's smash the heck out of. Ah, that's what that is. So I gotta move the. Alright, let's beat up these rabbits. Sorry, I'm not playing the we spelled it differently game anymore with this stuff. We have to change the setup with the stream. Because we have gauges over there. So off to the other side I go. So left button is what? Spells? Yeah, so spell type things. Ring menu. Ah, there we go. So that's familiar. Moves, items. Of course, that's something we can use to recover. 6 lucre. Wow, getting archaic. That means gold. Usually called filthy in classical literature. Begin battle! Oh no, a rabbit's man! I'm gonna take his treasure! Whatever. Thy adventures have worked out, and thou hast gained a level. Welcome to level 2! Level up to increase your HP and stats, like your strength. With increased stats, you can use training power to power up your characters by learning moves and abilities. Put points towards abilities from the training section of whatever that button is. Oh yeah, of course, the party menu. Training. Training mode. No, this isn't Smash Brothers. Use the training points you obtain to learn moves and abilities to increase your stats. Magic spells and attacks will automatically be added to the move ring. This guy doesn't use magic until he class changes, though. Increase your base HP, MP, strength, stamina, intellect, luck, HP, MP, strength, stamina, intellect, spirit, or luck stats. Woohoo! Abilities will grant you special bonuses to help you on your adventure. Equipping ability get a bonus effect. Abilities with the, whatever that is, icon are chain abilities. Affect other party members in addition to the player characters. Alright, so we have strength, luck. Oh yeah, we can put points in stuff. Yeah, we can put points in stuff. 50% chance of not getting knocked back. Spirit increases your base spirit by... This is the talent tree, basically. Status effect time to shorten by 30. So you can put stuff in intellect, too. But for healing as a fighter, not so much the issue here. Go tank. HP, that gives you 10 HP. Counter. Attack increased by 10% for 30 seconds receiving damage. So you do counter attack with that. 50% chance of not getting knocked back. Spirit plus 5. I don't even know what that means. Just like in WoW, when Spirit was a useless stat, unless you were a healer. Quick heal available. Status effects time shortened. So that's not actually a heal spell. That's just a trait. So, okay. Defensive and then stamina plus 5. Well, let's DPS this guy. I could always tank spec the guy too. Allocate, switch category. Oh, you can reset. How do you reset the points? Like that. Oh, that just resets them before they're allocated. Should you make him a super tank? Can I? No, I'd have to go to the window in order to get my mouse in there. Defensive, stamina plus 5. So, since I intend on taking this guy the defensive route when the full game comes out, though, let's tank him. Hawkeye and Kevin can actually... Hawkeye and Kevin can do a lot more damage, too, so... Let's go HP plus 10. This guy will be able to take anything that the enemies dish out. So for training, let's go back there again. Ah, okay. 1 cup of wishes. Forgot what those do. I have Secret of Mana on Virtual Console, and that's the last time I played something in this series. Death to the rabbits! Something about the contrived nature of these cartoon enemies, I swear. So, where do we go? Mulbear Moors. So, follow the gold coin. What do you mean, dash? That's the charge. That slows me down. That's that. What is the, That's the ring menu, of course. Never mind. Mushroom! Mush boom, excuse me. Again, with coming up with enemy names by... Again, with enemy names by just changing one letter. How do these games do this stuff, I wonder? Oh, it's the left stick. Yeah, that's right. So if you hold... No. Move, and if you hold down the left stick, then you... Yeah, so if you mash the heck out of your joysticks... I'm not that impatient. So how do the enemies get a hit on? How are they able to hit you if you're constantly doing that? Can't slice up the flowers. So how do the enemies get it? How do the enemies hit you if? Roof. So I'm at level 2, which means no, other button. There we go. Candy. Now I remember what that does. That restores hit points. I'd say this series has made into the third dimension quite well. Although I'm decades late on this one versus, oh, how did Mario do? How did Zelda do? How did Castlevania do? Yeah. Because cute little cartoon enemies like that can't snore for real now, can they? What's with this frame rate, though? Not that it matters. I mean, it is a cartoon no matter what. Tempted to open up the... Alright, 2 candies, blah, blah, blah. Hold on a second. Get the mouse cursor back. Let me see the actual window. Ah! It's being frame rate limited by OBS. It looks a lot better. Oh, yeah. It's a full 60 in-game. Yeah, uh-huh. Actually, I could really be a bozo here. Nope. Turn on my keyboard controls. Could be a bozo here, just put it over OBS like this to get a better frame rate. Then I can't see my character. Then I can't see me in the corner there, but... Who needs to see my ugly mug? Oh, yeah. So... 60 FPS. It's an easy 60. I'm just taking in, the scenery and what it looks like and stuff. So, because of the frame rate limiting in OBS, kind of soured up my initial experience of this game. I should go to a multi-monitor setup, but the thing is, I have a huge TV, so it'd be kind of hard to squeeze in a second monitor that was big enough to see from that far away. What I could do is just buy another TV and use my old TV as my monitor, too. So this jar thing, can you just walk up to him? You gotta smash him open. Well, gee, now I'm the one that you can wonder if I've ever played any Zelda games. Epic fail. Alright, enough of that. So, level 2, is this the end of the demo then? Because it only goes to level 7, so... How to escape battles. If retreating seems like the best option in battle, continue to run towards the yellow boundary. This might be the end of the demo. It said in the opening that you could only play the initial experience, and a little bit of hack and slash in the initial zone. I think that's probably it. So I'm not even going to get to see the other characters if that's the case. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Oh wait, that's right. S-Fand I ain't. Let's continue. Yeah, I remember this from the 2D version of this. Just gotta... Don't use the wrong button and go dashing off a cliff, or are there invisible walls? Invisible walls! Hey, what do you know? It is still an RPG. Epic fail. Well, all's well that ends well. So I think when he gets to the bridge, he's like, I'm gonna be strong one way or another, and then the music plays, and then... Be sure to buy the full version of this game when it comes out in April of 2020. 1 cup of wishes. Oh, this is some pretty decent content, though. Play through this and see what the starting stories are in 3D for all the characters. Of course, we can choose... Yep. You can choose to play through everything and see what it's all about. So this is the plot moment, right? This is where he's like, I'm gonna get strong, and then the music plays and it's all over. Meridian Child. Yep.
Just you wait, Crimson Wizard. I ain't gonna stop until I'm more than powerful enough to take you down. You won't get away with this. I will defeat you.
Duran, bested by the Crimson Wizard, nearly lost confidence in his skills. He set out for Holy City Wendell to gain the strength to overcome his failings.
No air drums. This is it. And this is the opening credits. In the full game, I'm guessing it's the end of the demo. I should have done some more hack and slash. Actually, I'm probably going to go back, load that save, and get used to the controls that way. But yeah, I think it's over. I don't think there's anything more here. Just Meridian Child, some cutscenes, and then that's the game. I think it's actually, you know, it is a JRPG, so you play through the story. It's like reading a book, more so than, you know, what something like Morrowind or Skyrim or ESO would be. But in many ways, there was a lot of foreshadowing in this JRPG of what MMOs would eventually have, you know, and not just the metagaming joke that I was talking about earlier. What you are determines what your journey is, some sort of self-fulfillment or whatever it is, feeling of self-accomplishment, taking down the big bad that threatens to destroy the world. Oh, time to play again, I think. Probably not. That's actually... Ah! Well, what does this mean then? Uh-oh.
Chad belongs to Ferolia. Don't resist, and we may spare you.
Hey, look, it's the Beastmen.
Ferolian forces have taken the town and closed the docks. Now my ship's stuck in the harbor until who knows when.
Chad's been taken? What are these beastmen up to? I'd love to throw them all out of town, but there's only one of me.
Kind of surprised that, I mean, that other one was the original, so... Ah, hey, look, there's the other characters. Yeah, actually, this is the town where we're going to see the other characters. There's Hawk right there. Oops, wrong button. Can't you talk to these guys?
This town is caught up in a war it never wanted. It's the same story everywhere you
Hold up.
go in the world these days.
Nope, no name.
Like my homeland.
Actually, we could technically get away with this. Hey, I did this all the time in PowerPoint, why not? Just don't do this too much. Or I could go the other way. Or set the camera to what's right. Alright, enough of this. Yeah, you get to see all the other characters in this town. I remember this from the original game. The Beastmen. Yeah, you don't mess with the Beastmen. Hey, it's Risa.
Pardon me. My younger brother is missing, and I must find him as soon as possible.
I have not seen him.
A little lost boy around here. I see. Thank you anyway.
Yeah, she was always extremely polite. Valkyrie, Amazoness character, that's what her name was in the fan translation, basically. But always extremely polite, despite being, you know, despite being from a kingdom of fighters. So Valsena isn't the only noble kingdom in the in these lands. Hey, is that? No. Pipe down, pup. No, that's not Kevin. And this is how these folks represented the dancing traders in 3D. Ah, the Beastmen are ruining my business. So other than a limited frame rate, playing this, well, I grew up in the Nintendo 64 era. Limited frame rates in 3D are not an issue for me. Just to go to all the trouble to have this computer and whatnot, and it just makes you want to play in full 60. I wonder if there's something I can do in the... Oh, there's another. Where are the other characters, though? I think if you know where to look, you can actually see a lot of the characters that aren't joining your party yet. Check the houses down there. Can you take fall damage in this game? They did put it in 3D, so... I don't know. Quit gawking and get lost. Gawking, I'm kind of swimming here. Get the coins from the fountain. Yeah. Weapon shop. Is this where we'll find some of the other characters? No, actually. Find a way to escape. How about the river? Do like Final Fantasy IV or something.
Quit gawking and get lost.
What about if they're beastmen? What happens when they transform at night? What's in here? Oh, that's the docks. Side-scroller mode.
Something's not right with the town. Watch it.
New Super Trials of Mana Brothers U. Alright, how do we get out of here? Where's the inn? Yep, as I guessed. Before we go to the tavern, though, let's see. Armor shop. No. Oh, so we're back where we were before, huh? Alright, so leave Hawkeye alone here.
Ferolia look like humans during the day, but at night, they transform into animals. Don't leave the house after dark. You hear? Hey, if you're trying to leave the city, night is actually best. Once the beastmen transform,
I thought so.
They lose their better judgment. The whole lot of them tend to get together and brawl amongst themselves until dawn. It's easier to sneak out of the city then. Good luck.
Better rest at the inn until nightfall. Guards will thin out by then. Trained swordsman knows when to pick his battles.
So you just walk up to a bed and then sleep? Well, how do we sleep then? That's... Oh, wait, that's just a tavern? That's not the inn? That's why I wanted to keep things simple when trying this game out for the first time. Ah, here we go. We gonna see some more characters in here? I know there are somewhere. It's not just what's-her-face. Yeah, here we go. Angela.
Hey! What is wrong with you? Could you give a girl some peace and quiet? Back off!
They upgraded that from the...
You can't get anything past me.
They upgraded that from the 16-bit version. I think it's repeatable too. Oh no, it isn't. All right, so is this guy the innkeeper or something? Notice there's 3 beds in the inns, and the party has 3 people in them. Can't do business with these beastmen in town anyways. Yep, just take a nap until nightfall and then head on out. Oh, they gotta show the beastmen transforming? Oh yeah, here we go. Really? Well, I guess with how cartoony this game is, I mean... Escape Jad! So is this the end of the demo? Because it says you can't... It says that you can't play past the initial area. Or does this go all the way to the holy city of Wendell? Now we just walk right out. And here is the music. Here's the music that the OC remix at the beginning of the stream was based on. For some reason, this song is called Powell. I don't know. Maybe that'll get updated with an official release of this game here in the West. What? Oh, there's a battle arena. So, for power attacks, when are they worth it versus regular attacks? Kinda got an ESO problem here. Light attack versus heavy attack. You know what? How many slots do we have? Oh, we have 12 of them? That's right. Oh, we have autosaves, too. Another modern convenience. So what am I saving for? Old habits die hard. So yeah, I guess you get to the holy city of Wendell or something. Do you ever actually get your second character or something? Let's see here. Open one Stardust Herb. Time to bust out the drinks. Roar. I don't know, I kind of like this. Is there an can you get to the options menu from here? Adventure log. That's the... Oh, that's strategy. This is the AI when you have multiple characters. What does the AI try to do? Gear stats. Hey, I thought he had a bronze sword and he got upgraded to his father's sword. What, he got a second one or something? Candy, medical herb, stardust herb, cup of wishes, magic robe. I recognize these. What would be cool, though, is if we could quit to the main menu. Just for the heck of it, quit to the main menu and change how the music plays and listen to the original version of these tunes. We'll keep it modern for now. Woke him up. Time to smash another rabbit. So if we run away in battle, cup of wishes. Head to Cascade Cavern. So if we want to run away, what does that look like in this game? Oh, you can just do that. Okay. And the monster resets, right? How am I supposed to reach that guy? Or is that the point? Okay, I kind of brought a knife to a gunfight here. chest. Fine then. This game has a jump button. Get with the times, dude. Epic fail. Alright. That was embarrassing. This game has a jump button. Knock them down and then slam them while they're down. How did I... Not used to being able to jump in an RPG? What is wrong with me, man? It's like, oh, have these people ever played a Zelda game? Then I smash the face. Oh, I guess they have. Epic fail. Alright. Lakeside Town, Astoria, Jad's Stronghold. Oh, I accidentally read the sign. Well, at least this thing has a day-night cycle. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Thy fight hath made thee stronger. Indeed. Oh, it's one of those things where you have to... Yeah, you have to save them up in order to get something with them. So, okay. Let's get the defensive trait at least. Hey, what's that? Golden statue on the map. Does this mean I've gone back to the beginning? The map is this thing. So we are supposed to go... Oh, no. It's just the way it is. Head south. Okay. So, a little bit of triage here. Let's move the stream information over here. I want to move the stream window over. So that way I can have myself off to the stream information. Doesn't need to be visible all the time. Huh. Fooling around in OBS here. Well, what we could do is we could... No. What we could do is we could just put it off to the side. No, let's put the chat. No. We could always make the window bigger. Yeah. I want to get the stream information off the screen and then be able to play the game in 60 FPS on top of everything. Doesn't look like that's going to happen without having to move a few things around. This works. I want to see this game in 60 FPS on this machine. Because if I play it through OBS, the frame rate is reduced. And I didn't invest in an i7 system a couple of years ago to play this game at Nintendo 64 frame rates. I would say 24 frames a second, but I think that gets the point across a little better. It makes me wonder what this runs on. Maybe I should switch over to YouTube and do some tech videos comparing, you know, the Trials of Mana demo. Just take this save game on the road, try it on the various computers I have to see what hardware does what at what performance levels. Head on through. Ah, now we're moving into side-scroller mode here. Oops. There is an invisible force blocking the way. That's not the end of the demo, is it?
Right. This barrier looks pretty sturdy. Better ask around and see if anyone knows how to break a magic barrier.
Oh, you can't just use a power attack? Nope. So in this case, the game is just playing breadcrumbs with you. Yeah, the game's playing breadcrumb games with you. I think the maps are pretty much the same as they were in the original game. Lakeside Town Astoria. I recognize this music, and I recognize these places. This calls for more, this calls for some gaming videos on YouTube. Oops. This calls for some gaming videos on YouTube. So basically, because then we could play 1080p, not have to worry about the stream overlays and things like that. We'll run this through Monolith, the Delosaurus, Tuxedo, all the computers throughout, which span about 10 to 15 years worth of hardware, and we'll see what runs on what. It might be good. You know, it might be a good source of tech videos for that sort of thing. Well, gaming videos anyways. So, this is an RPG, right? So I can smash people's vases and take their stuff without them calling the guards? I guess so. Obtain 2 gold. Curses! I managed to get away from Jad, but now I'm stuck here because of the barrier. Now I'll never get home to Wendell. Take down the barrier. If you figure it out, let me know. Gotta spend the night here, I guess. Finding a way home is a problem for future me. Maybe the barrier will magically disappear overnight. You never know. Good stuff. This game might be getting a bonus because I'm playing the game at 720p, so PS3 resolution. You used to be able to go through Cascade Cavern to the east to get to the other side of the lake. Unfortunately, Wendell's closed it off to keep their city safe. Alright, another breadcrumb. Can you swim in this game? Or is it like ESO and there's a never-ending shallow water? Well, ESO lets you swim at the surface, doesn't let you swim underwater. I'm thinking Final Fantasy XIV in some areas. The beach! Whoops. Talk button, talk button.
No one believes me, but I saw it. A strange light was floating over the lake. Maybe it'll appear tonight, too.
Head to the inn. Is this where we meet character number 2? That'd be cool if that was part of the demo. Let's see. This is still the tutorial in the game. By the way, another way in which this game was ahead of its time.
Welcome.
So, dozing until dawn, huh? Sounds like a plan. Well, there's an RPG. Well, there's an RPG moment. A strange light through the window when you're trying to sleep.
Huh?
Ay. I don't know how I used to sit and hunch forward in front of the TV like this when I was little.
Light?
Chase the strange light.
What? The heck was that light? Monster? Finally, something's happening in this town. Maybe that light'll give me a proper fight.
There's no way to sneak by the monsters? It's nighttime, they should be sleeping. What are those, mana crystals? Oh, everything's stronger now. Makes me wonder what it's like to play a caster in this game. Hey, why don't we save? Might be a little on the paranoid side, but the golden statue is basically an inn. Is there a way to do a flying power attack? Nope. No. So knock them down, then do a power attack when they're on the ground. Well, it's better than seeing the guy shake the heck out of a chest, like in the original Secret of Mana. I must say, though, the 60 FPS makes a huge difference. Huge. What's the significance of that gargoyle? Ha! Been a crazy night. Yeah! Alright, put the headphone cable back on the desk. Obtained 1 chocolate. We're already at that point in the game? Oh, no way to cheese ball and get up there that way? Seems like I should be able to platform. Oh, if there's grass, you can platform. Alright, what was that light again? Oh, the Mana Fairy.
Hang in there.
Hey, listen! Hey, listen! Don't do it, Duran. You're gonna regret this.
I'm all right. Oh. Who are you?
I'm a soldier from Valsena. The name's Duran. I saw the light from the inn in Astoria.
I see. I have no other option. So I suppose you'll do. Hold on.
Uh-oh. See? What? You should have run while you had the chance, Duran.
Never mind. I'll tell you later. Please. I need you to take me to the Priest of Light in Wendell. I can't fly any further on my own.
I mean, that's where I'm headed too, but there's a barrier around the cavern. We're stuck here until further notice. Sorry.
I can get us through the barrier. But we need to hurry. Something has happened to the Sanctuary of Mana.
The Sanctuary of Mana? Wait.
Sanctuary of Mana? I didn't know Mana Fairies were from Virginia or something. Okay, that was a terrible joke.
What was that? It came from Astoria. I gotta go back.
Oh, we need to get going. Let me rest inside you for a bit. You won't see me, but don't worry, I'm still here.
Because video games.
Wait, what?
Don't delay. We must see to Astoria.
He's possessed!
She's talking in my head. Oh, that's so weird.
Hurry!
Hey, listen!
Jeez,
hey,
fine,
listen! Or was this the game that inspired that? Was this the game that inspired that? Who knows?
So, why are you heading to Wendell?
Oh, here we go.
I need to get stronger. That's why I gotta find a way to switch classes.
I see you haven't had an easy time yourself.
Technically, this game predates Zelda Ocarina of Time, so who knows? This could have been the game that inspired it. Yeah. Ah, cleave attacks hit multiple enemies. Just the way we all like it, huh? The thing is, though, if you're constantly hacking and slashing like that, do the enemies have a chance to land any blows? Or can you just shut them down by just slamming them enough? I think that's technically what some forms of swordplay are all about, is you keep your weapon constantly in motion so that there's always something that'll crash into your enemy's sword. So... I think this game has been translated pretty well over to 3D. The action elements of it, as you can see, take some getting used to, though. I'd say it's like a cartoony version of what Square Enix has done with Final Fantasy VII, you know? And when you think about it, I mean, the pseudo-tabletop RPG where you move your characters and, oh, there's an encounter! Oh, what is this? Anyways, pseudo-tabletop thing, that meta, not so much of a thing anymore.
Everyone? This looks like the work of beastmen.
Those cowards!
There is no time to waste. We have to get to the Priest of Light as soon as possible. Wendell is in danger.
Is Wendell where this ends? Yeah, come to think of it, I remember feeling bad for this town in the original version of it. It seemed also nice and peaceful, and then this crap happens. Oh, look, there's still a chest. Well, they ain't gonna need any more, so let's see what's in it. And here I was, like, I wonder if it's like an RPG where you can smash the vases in everyone's... Item seed? Basically walk towards anything that's shiny, apparently. Yeah, let's pick up the coins that everyone dropped on the ground when they were fleeing for their lives. It's... Ugh. Ugh, back's hurting. How did I used to do this for hours as a kid? Oh, wait, that's right. I was young and dumb. Ooh, a medical herb. That's very 16-bit RPG in and of itself. I think the demo is pretty decent for stream content, but I think I might start the game over and play it full 60, 1080, 60 when the full version comes out. I just assumed that there would be characters. I just assumed you'd get the other characters on the way. Mush boom. Head back to Cascade Cavern. Check the map for that one. Oh yeah, that's right, because we had the side scroller. So you had the lakeside town, and then you had the side scroll. Yeah. Another magic rope. I think that takes you back to the last map, if I remember my mana games correctly. Hey, character number 2!
Cavern is... blocked.
Oh, how about that?
Fairy can break the barrier. Oh! Light in the forest. Last night, I saw bright light in the forest. That was... Fairy? You are going to Wendell. Me too. I need to go there. I've got to.
And there's going to be a button for... You can experience a previous journey of your new companion, Kevin. Play through their past. You cannot save during a flashback chapter. Any items obtained during the flashback will be lost. we're going to skip that because of the stream. We're actually probably going to... I might just do Kevin and Kevin as the main character on another playthrough later on. But one story at a time here.
My friend, Carl. Carl the wolf pup. No mom. Neither of us. But we had each other. Best friends. We were best friends, but Carl attacked. Then I don't know. Don't know what happened, but my body was burning up. I hurt him. Carl didn't make it. Transformed, because I'm a beast man. But I'm not with the beast men invading Jad. Not them. I'm half human too. And Carl made me happy. He cared, so I cared. We were friends. Was a trap. Carl didn't mean it. The king did it. A trap. Made me transform and hurt him. Tried to get revenge, but I lost. King is too strong. Priest of Light in Windle can bring Carl back. He said. Strange man said it, so don't know if it's true. But if it is true, gotta try. As long as there's a chance.
That's
Monsters
a nerf.
All over Cascade Cavern. But I can fight. Fight with you. And help. Kevin. My name is Kevin.
So, the triggers switch your characters. How could? Oh, I think like the Worgen in World of Warcraft, he'll transform when combat starts. Let's find something to beat up. I gotta see this. That does represent a nerf, though. Come on, there are enemies galore. Let's run. Here we go. Yep, definitely kung fu. Yep, as expected, pretty kung fu-ish.
Come on. On it. Come on.
So in a sense that, let's go save. In a sense that is a nerf, because you can play through flashback chapters. You can play through the flashback chapters in your companion story, so theoretically, you can beat this game in only 2 playthroughs with each set of characters. Aren't there 3 different sets of final boss? Okay, 3 maybe. But basically, to see the stories, you don't necessarily need to go through everything. Or was this in the original game and I forgot? It's been long enough, that could be the case too. Either way, modern convenience. The argument with game design nowadays is modern convenience really worth it or not? Is the convenience really worth it?
On it. Come on. On it. Come on. On it. Come on. On it. Come on.
Alright, it's enough of that.
So impatient. Give me a moment. I'll get rid of the barrier.
Just keep mashing the trigger and see which character crashes into the barrier.
There. You should be fine now.
Hey, listen! Hey, listen! Hey, listen! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! There's a barrier! Whatever. Oh, the Cascade Cavern. Hey, I remember this. I remember the music more so than the dungeon itself.
So, you're all on your own out here.
King of Ferolia. He's my father. I can't fight.
In that case, I won't worry if we find some trouble out there. You can come with. But, don't get in the way of my training. Got it?
I don't know. He's wearing a pink fuzzball on his head. Maybe I should just, let the AI control him. This might be good to look at the strategy menu here. And trigger? Yeah, here we go. So this is where we can set the AI of what the other companions are doing. Secret of Mana had some of this going on, but this has a bit more. It's kind of like the Gambit system in some of the newer Final Fantasies, where the AI controls some characters and you set the AI here or something. So you make a bit of tanks and stuff, or things along those lines. So this is the part of the game that the programmers like. How come Kevin's at a higher level? Does that mean I didn't spend enough time grinding? This is an old school RPG, so that could be the case. Hey, you know what? Have the werewolf kid beat up the... Yeah. Candy!
Dangerous. One down.
No.
So weak.
You can change mid-battle. You can change mid-battle. That's interesting. Oh, come on. You could have made the jump. So it makes me wonder if, say, the fight gets really crazy and you have Charlotte, the healer, you switch off to Charlotte, heal everybody, then switch back to your main characters to finish the fight. Just program the AI correctly. Mushroom. Are you fighting anything, werewolf dude? Touch and go, touch and go.
Good training.
Actually,
Take down the enemy.
if you don't want to play as a caster, just have Angela or Charlotte be one of the other characters and then just don't control them. Suppose it could work.
Stronger. Come on.
There we go. Unless, of course, you have an H.C. Bailey situation on your hands. For those of you unfamiliar with his Let's Play channel on YouTube, he has a couple of infamous one-liner jokes that he does in his Let's Plays. One of them is that he likes to send his voice into the stratosphere when talking about putting the enemy to sleep. That's the way he would say it, too. I'm not that exuberant. Sonic Wonder. Don't these bats, like, silence you or something?
Hurry, let's move.
I do apologize for the limited internet in this area. Daytime. I was on the phone, and yes, I do have to switch ISPs in order to actually get respectable internet for streaming. So, here's the plan. It is currently, now it is, Friday, March 20th. Happy spring! So, get the bills paid for the month, and get to work on buying that cable modem, which will waive me from the modem rental fees to get away from this underdog internet service that's providing the PS2 quality stream that you're watching and be like, how is this guy ever going to get anywhere on Twitch with a stream that looks like this? And I get what you'd be saying. I'll tell you, man, my stream has a face for radio. That's the way I'd put it.
Fight properly in this cramped.
These guys have training points you have to assign, don't they? Yes, we do. You have to do them one at a time, right? Let's get him up to defensive. What does defensive do, anyways? Defense and magic defense increased by 10% while using charge attack. So when using the power attack, you take less damage, so you technically kind of tank with it. Sweet. Defensive. Ah! So you basically pick your traits that you equip, and then the ones that are locked to class will show up later on with the class changes. How about this guy? Oh, he has points to, yep, conflagration, set things on fire when fighting. Can make him into a monk tank as well. What does retain do? Payback, victory CS boost, lucky break, forsake. Let's make him a DPS monk. Dealt damage increased by 15% when hit points drops to 30 or below. Ah, I hate that. Nothing like creating an incentive to have your characters constantly near death. Or maybe I'm biased because in MMOs I usually play some kind of healer. Or somebody that can heal, even as a secondary healer. Because, you know, I like characters that can take care of themselves in most cases and not have to whine at a dedicated healer whenever anybody dies. They stood in the fire. It's the healer's fault. Alright, Holy City of Wendell is ahead, but we'd be remiss if we didn't get this. So here's the plan. The bills get paid, then we go shopping for a cable modem, which waives the lease fee and gets me substantially more upload bandwidth. Oh no, Charlotte's stuck on the waterfall! One of the reasons why I didn't pick that character, she speaks in baby talk.
Oh, I thought it was Lagana, but you saved me!
Or Elmer Fudd.
I'm a famous beauty from Wendell.
Yeah, priest kid.
Stay away from ledges, okay? It's dangerous.
Get in the back and heal. Or are you a shadow priest? Oh, brother. Somebody needs a nap.
I grew up with no parents, but there was one priest in Wendell that was always nice to me. Heath was kind and helpful. He took care of me. My grandpa asked Heath to go to Astoria to look into something for the temple. But I got a really, really bad feeling about it. I didn't want anything to happen to Heath, so I followed him in secret.
Whatever.
And didn't tell Grandpa when I left the temple that night. By a horrible twist of fate, a creepy-looking man took Heath away right when I finally found him again.
Blah, 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 blah. RPG dialogue, baby.
And then I couldn't even get back to Wendell because of the barrier. Until you opened a path through the cavern for me. I got a little lost on the way. And fell down. If you hadn't been there, it would have been good night, Charlotte. That was close.
Some wascally rabbit almost pushed me off a cliff.
I'm headed to Wendell to see the Priest of Light anyway. You can come with us, but don't get comfy. Come on.
Oh, you want to see Grandpa? Why didn't you say so? You didn't know it, but you helped your chances. I'm actually the granddaughter of the Priest of Light. But, you know, Wendell isn't far from here. You might need my help getting there, but I don't need your help getting home. Take care that you don't get lost. Bye-bye.
Is this where she'd join the party if we had her as the third character? Whatever. Come on, where's Hawkeye?
There she goes. She was a strange one.
Yeah, there's another golden save statue coming up. Tempted to run past everything. Come on, buddy, I'm tanking. DPS! Once the guy has aggro, he's all set, darn it. hand axe? Wait, what?
No time to celebrate. Let's get moving.
Forgot what all these Secret of Mana era world whatever items do. Let's see here. Oh, I thought that was a save statue. It's just the door to the next area. There it is, Holy City Wendell. Now, next question. Is this the end of the demo? What is that? Oh, it's one of those things that you use to jump up to a ledge. I remember those. They're a bit more to the point in this game. Well, how far does this go? It only goes to level 7. So is this it? Do we meet the priest here and get our orders, and then that's the demo?
So, this is Wendell. Come on, let's find that priest of light.
Thank you so much for taking me here. Hurry! We need to request an audience with His Eminence.
I'm not going to get too much into talking to the NPCs. It's late. Actually, while we're at it, let's move OBS up a little. No dropped frames. Of course, we're not playing MMOs this time, so that helps. Plus, the wireless is still disabled from earlier. That's why the purple light's not going. That's actually the plant light, so I gotta wrap this up. See if we can finish the demo here. Kevin has only about half his health. Maybe we should stay in the inn. Or, hold on. Recovers all allies. One ally. Where's the candy? Yeah, that'll do.
Should work.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's just the demo.
Come on.
Nice cartoon cathedral. It's like saving the game in Dragon Warrior.
Please, accept the Goddess of Mana's blessings.
You're the priest of light, right? Tell me how to change my class. I need to be stronger now. Please.
Patience, Grasshopper.
Impossible. There is no way you could switch classes right now. You lack the experience necessary for such a feat.
Is going off the edge of the screen now? Trying to move this window around. There we go.
You must have at least heard tell of the Mana Stones, correct? First, you must gain enough experience through battle, then call upon a Mana Stone's power to switch to another class.
I don't need to see how many followers I have. Not when this is going.
Who's got time for that? Your Eminence, if I don't get stronger, I can't give that crimson jerk what's coming to him.
Priest! Carl! Bring Carl back! Friend! He's my only friend! Carl, the wolf pup!
What is your name, son? I see. Listen well, Kevin. The gift of life comes with the inevitability of death. Nothing can replace a life lost, nor bring back a soul who is no longer with us. That is why the gift is so precious. But death is simply how new life begins. Though Carl cannot return to his previous life, his soul will live on in your heart. Do you understand?
But... Carl... he's...
Keep the memory of him alive in your heart, young one. And someday Carl may be reborn into your life again. Do not give up hope.
No! This is the king's fault. Won't forgive him for what he did to Carl.
Wait! I have something to say. Your Eminence, please listen. I have come from the Sanctuary of Mana to tell you that the mana tree is withering. Mana power grows weaker by the day.
Withering? But without the mana tree, the seals on the mana stones will break. The Benevodons will be released into the world.
The what? What's that?
You're acting like this doesn't affect you. You've been chosen by Fairy. This means that you alone can retrieve the Sword of Mana from the Sanctuary.
I've been what? She mentioned that? Hey, Fairy? What gives?
I'm sorry. With the mana in the world so depleted, the fairy can't leave the sanctuary for long without a host. If I hadn't found you, I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
Anything to not
okay.
say that she's basically
That's
a
good
fairy
for you and
parasite.
all, but no thanks. I don't need the stress in my life. Go haunt that old man instead.
Would that I were able to bear your burden. However, once a fairy finds a host, they are bound to them for their whole life. Only death can part them.
Wait 1 second. I never agreed to this. I don't need a sword of mana or whatever.
You want to defeat the Crimson Wizard, correct? With the Sword of Mana, you'll be the strongest swordsman in all the world.
Hey, stop sneaking around in my mind. But, what is the Sword of Mana anyway?
The Sword of Mana is the embodiment of the ancient power of Mana, guiding force of spirits.
Oh, here you go. Another big cutscene.
It is an alternate form of the golden wand used to create the world itself.
Recognize this tune as well.
The one who holds the mana sword gains awesome power. The sword lies in the roots of the mana tree, waiting. Before the mana tree withers completely, you must reclaim the sword and awaken the goddess of mana once more. She alone can bring peace to the realm and grant your wish.
So, if I get that sword, I can defeat the Crimson Wizard. Where can I find the Sanctuary of Mana? And how do I get there?
I am so sorry. But with mana so depleted, I don't have enough power to open the portal to the sanctuary. Not by myself.
Throughout the world are 8 points of mana energy, mana stones, sealing away the fearsome Benevodons. If you activate the mana stones, the portal connecting our world to the Sanctuary of Mana should appear. Through that portal is the Sanctuary. However, you should know that the energy inside the 8 mana stones was sealed on purpose as the mana goddess began her slumber.
So we have mana stones instead of crystals.
That's
how you can tell it's not a Final Fantasy
there
game.
Once was an ancient spell used to control the energy from the mana stones and bend it to the user's will.
Fold the arms back.
However, countries refuse to allow each other any control of the spell and use of the mana stones. The war that followed caused unspeakable damage. It was nearly as destructive as the sealed Benevodons. The survivors cursed the magic to avoid future tragedy, and forbade anyone from using it. Now the life of any person who uses the spell will be forfeit. There is no longer anyone alive who knows how to work this cursed spell.
Guess that's it.
There may be one way. If we borrow the powers of the elemental spirits that reside near the Mana Stones instead, I can combine their powers with what remains of mine to open the portal for everyone.
Splendid! This is a relief. If you wish to find a Mana Stone, I've heard many say that the Lightstone is in Cascade Cavern, guarded by the elemental Lumina. It is the cavern you pass through in order to reach here. Take Fairy. With what remains of her power, she can help you find Lumina in the cavern. See if you may borrow his light powers.
Fairy, I go with you. My wish is granted.
Of course. Come with us, and I'm sure the Goddess of Mana will find a way to bring Carl back, once she reawakens.
All right. I'm in.
The Priest of Light's faith has granted you a new ability. That's cute. Learn more abilities by allocating training points and meeting people along your journey. You may learn chain abilities from quite unexpected acquaintances. So is Lumina the final boss of the demo then? You're only supposed to go to level 7 and we're already at level 4, so... Search for the Elemental of Light. We gotta find a save point too before we go back into those caves. Probably some weapon upgrades and other stuff we could get as well. We're just gonna keep it simple though.
Can I come with? Can I? Please? I heard what you were talking to Grandpa about. You are no simple adventurer. Since you have a quest of your own, I have a favor to ask. I gotta find Heath, and I need your help.
No can do. It's pretty dangerous where I'm headed. I can't take a little kid with me on such a long trip. Go back to your grandpa, okay? Don't worry. We'll find out what happened to Heath for you. He's gotta be out there somewhere.
Come on! I'm just worried about Heath. Please, I really can't come with you. Oh, fine. You are so stubborn. And mean. You meanie?
It would have been interesting. It would have been interesting modernization of the game to allow you to change your companions along the way, but it's one of the defining features of the game is that you set everything at the beginning and that determines the story. Now, if this isn't a JRPG the way I remember them, there should be a save point right before the boss battle.
Wait, stop!
Boss battle. Definitely getting a little tired at this point.
mana power coming from the waterfall. See that strange hole? Further up. I bet Lumina is in there.
Right up there. Does this?
Together! One down. Next.
I must say though, this game definitely has tiebacks to. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can also heal in the field too. This game definitely has tiebacks to the original 16-bit version. Mostly the sound effects. Oops. Oh, I thought he'd be asleep for longer.
Come on. He must have taken out all the enemies nearby.
Menace. Defeat it quickly and move.
Stop talking and start fighting, werewolf dude.
Just weak enemies.
There is a save statue, so let's make use of it in case Lumina is the end of the demo. I believe this thing did say you only did the first. Yeah, you only do the first. What is it? You only do the first area. So, what? Are we gonna have a boss fight and then that's that for the demo? Kind of long for the first area and stuff like that.
That's gotta be the hole Fairy was talking about, right? You're supposed to get over there.
Oh, right. I forgot you can't fly. I think I can use the residual mana power in the waterfall to get you over there. Let's give it a try.
Hey, listen! Hey, listen! Come on, waterfall! Cute.
We did it!
Take down the enemy.
Power attack breaks armor. Ah! That's why you'd want to use it. See, that's the thing.
Barely broke a sweat.
So that's the thing. You have two types of attacks. You got to know when to use both in these games. So yeah, power attack is for breaking armor. Wait for Sunders. Too bad there's no double jump.
Dark vision thanks to my blood. Don't worry.
What? I would say this is something besides the usual for me, but I remember the 2D version of this.
Menace. Defeat it quickly and move.
This is where the dodge roll comes in handy.
So weak. Could have won alone.
Not bad. I thought this would be a quick demo, but... Just gotta get the buttons right. Ah, we gotta break his armor.
Feel strength.
Oh, yeah, that music used to have a section after it for where you leveled up. Now, you can only get to level 7 in the demo, so I've probably bought the only perk that I can actually get. We'll just put a point in defense just for the heck of it. That must be the boss up ahead. And hopefully the end of the demo. You can only get through the first area. This is it. Ooh, they found a way to reuse that boss battle music.
Doesn't look strong. Ain't the light elemental, right?
No, this isn't the elemental we're looking for. It's a giant monster.
Full Metal Hugger.
So why do I feel mana power coming off of it?
Huh? But that makes no sense.
Hey, questions can come later. We got a fight on our hands.
Dodge! I-beam? You sure this isn't some kind of ripoff of Goma? That would have been fun to get. Is Kevin really not dying? You idiot! Get out of the I-beam! Werewolf. Epic fail. Candy for Kevin, because the bozo can't stay out of harm's way. Dodge! Come on, you gotta be the Chuck Norris here. Dodge! The AI is so stupid.
Come on.
It's like when S-Fan was doing the FF7 demo and Barrett kept running into the laser beams. Duran seems to hit harder, though. I wonder if this would be easier if there. I wonder if there were weapon upgrades I could have bought that would have made this easier.
Looks like a crab. Tastes good, maybe.
Holy Boat Plus, get out of there. Oh, come on. Did Werewolf Kid get blown up by the boss again? Boom, boom, bum, 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 bum. Pick up your piece of heart and piece of the Triforce or whatever, and is that the demo?
What is that? Heyo, looking for Lumina? That'd be me. Nice
What?
to meet ya. A pleasure. And thanks for releasing me from the belly of that Full Metal meanie. Am I right? Who
Where do
knows
they get these
what
voice
would've
actors
happened
from?
if you hadn't come. Barry filled me in on your plight while you were fighting. Telepathy's great, huh? Just like Barry, we elementals need mana to live. I'll help however I can to make sure we save the mana of the world.
Lumina, where is the Lightstone?
It's straight up from here, deep within the old ruins. But you can't exactly get there from here. Oh, no. It's safe, though. For now, at least. It's so unstable. It seems like the Benevodon could be unsealed at any minute. We gotta get the rest of the elementals on board and open the portal to the sanctuary.
And just like that, we have Lumina and stuff.
Huh? Huh? Oh, looks like part of the cave broke in the fight. I think there's a shortcut.
Now that you can access Lumina's powers, you can use light elemental magic by putting training points towards abilities from the training section. Here's some examples of light magic. And that's where you pick up Healing Light. Can you get that, though, before the class change, though? That's the question. Give him some strength. Attack increases by 10% for 30 seconds when receiving damage. Yeah, let's equip it. Oh! You can add these in. Oh, you can add these in. Ah, that's nice. Are we at the end of the demo, though? We've already gotten there. No, there's more. Well, this is different. It's a pretty meaty demo, if you ask me. This is only supposed to be the initial area, so I didn't know what the definition of the initial area was here. Oh, more hack and slash.
Clear your way.
Dark vision thanks to my blood. Don't worry.
This must be what it means to strike first.
All of us together.
No time to celebrate. Let's get moving.
I think if I do too many of these two-hander things, S-Fan might want to play this game. Hey, he's a rep paladin. I don't know if you can cast heals though if you go offensive and never start using a shield. Oh wait, that's not an enemy.
Weak enemies.
So we're both almost at max level, so
Take down the enemy.
oh, you can spam power attacks for a minimal amount of damage.
Don't worry.
You just jump all over the place. Seal of command. Haven't there been enough Ret Paladin jokes here? What, did we go backwards by mistake?
What?
What do you think you're doing?
Thanks for taking down the cavern barrier. Saved us some trouble. Now, nothing's stopping us from invading Wendell. This is a present to show our appreciation.
No!
Let's get going.
And here I was thinking the crab boss would be the end of the demo. That's it. This is the end of the demo. You can transfer your demo save data to the full version of the game. You can continue to play the demo as any of the main characters, play with different party members, and see how the story changes. Indeed, that was one of this game's strengths when it first came out. Does this take us back to the main menu? Save your completed demo data. You can use this to continue your playthrough in the full version. Yeah, let's do that. But let's put it in a different spot. I'm curious if I can go back. If I can go back and just wander through the caverns afterwards till the full version comes out. Go to the Steam Store product page. No, we're all set. And that's it. Not bad at all, if I do say so myself. And a lot has changed. A lot has changed since the 90s here. You know what? I don't even need... I'm just going to keep that playing in the background. I'm not going to bring back the OC remix from earlier. Streamer only, please. Almost clicked epic fail by mistake. So, folks, that is the demo for Trials of Mana from Duran's perspective. There are more characters available for free on Steam if you want to check it out. I want to thank all you folks who tuned in for tuning in, and those of you in the VOD audience, thanks for watching. I realize this is a bit longer and not as edited as most YouTube-y stuff, but it's definitely interesting. I'm definitely going to check out the full game when it comes out. Don't know when I'll get around to playing it with all my involvement in ESO and whatnot, but thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to check out my social media. I am MultimediaJay over on Twitter, as well as over on YouTube, where you can see the tech videos, the gaming videos, and the more edited stuff that I do. Twitter serves as my combined feed for everything, though. Twitch, YouTube, and everything else in between. So, thanks for watching, everybody. This is going to conclude my first impressions of the Trials of Mana demo, available on Steam right now, and the full version of the game comes out in April of 2020. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by, and game on!